Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another unboxing. Hope you guys are still having a great holiday. This week, if you haven't noticed already, it's just been a build-up of unboxings and a couple different other videos. So this is my gift to you guys for the holidays and just before we start kicking off 2021, which hopefully is a better year than, well, 2020 has been. It's been an interesting one to say the least. But anyway, let's just go ahead and start this. We'll open this second, but we've got this box first. Super excited about this. I can't wait to use it. All right, so we've got this little pull apart. Ooh, this is kind of nice compared to just normal tape. Whew. All right, I just saw a little glimpse of it. All right, so as we pull this box apart, oh my gosh, let's do that again. I know you guys already saw it. It's the AirPods Max, but this box just itself is an amazing unboxing experience, but we don't need that anymore. Again, so yeah, the new AirPods Max. Biggest thing with these, well, one of the biggest controversial items is the price. So these things are $550, which is crazy for an Apple product for headphones. But what we're going to do today is find out if they're worth that, whether it be the construction or just the sound quality and how well they actually perform. So let's get into it. So we've got our nice little arrow right here indicating which way that we need to pull. So we are going to pull down on this. Oh my gosh, that's so seamless. But then it just kind of ends there, and that's it. We don't get like the full effect of pulling all of this apart. So that's it's kind of frustrating, Apple. Like, what are you guys doing? I want the ones, we'll make our own unboxing by just splitting this down the middle and taking off the rest of that wrap. So nice 3D texture on the actual box itself. It is only on this front side, but that's a nice little touch for, well, when you're paying this type of price for it. So you can get these in 5 different colors. I chose space gray. If you guys remember my video for the iPhone 12 Pro Max unboxing, you know that like I will probably never stray away from this color scheme. So if you didn't watch the unboxing of the 12 Pro Max, the link is gonna be in the description below, so go check that out. Anyways, we'll just go on and get to it. All right, but like I said, yeah, so there's 5 different colors, so you can get space gray, such as, oh my gosh, I just touched the mesh. Ooh, that was satisfying. Anyways, super soft, super plush already. But so you can get this in space gray, you can get it in silver, sky blue, pink, and then green. Space gray, of course, is going to be what we're looking at today. So as we take this out, I'm just going to set these down here, and you can already tell that these things are very premium just from the weight. That was another thing. It's 2.5 ounces shy of a full pound for headphones. So like that is kind of crazy. So let's continue on inside of this. So we've got our reading material, and surprisingly, there is no Apple sticker in here. That's kind of strange. All right, so we'll set those off to the side. And then finally, another controversial item is the charging way. So it's a lightning connector to charge this thing, and we'll just go ahead and undo this, and then goes straight to a USB-C on the other side. So we'll just set that off to the side, and but otherwise this box is pretty nice. I like how they did that. It reminds me of good old Apple, minus the plastic unwrapping, so I'm kind of disappointed in that. All right, so let's talk about AirPods Max as we take it out of its smart case, which is probably by far the most controversial element of the AirPods Max. It looks a bit like a purse, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and peel all of this away from here, which should just kind of slip off like so. Nice, they included a sleep mask for you, so you can just take yourself away from the full environment while you're listening with your AirPods Max. I think this would probably be called Apple Sleep Mask Max. But anyways, we don't need that. So anyways, the case is nice. It's supple. On the inside, you have a nice, like, soft microfiber, micro suede, one of those two. And then we'll just go ahead and pull these out of here. Okay, nice. And as soon as I did that, we go ahead and get the AirPods Max to connect. So what we'll do is we will go ahead and click on connect. So I'll set these down for right now. We'll go ahead and click on connect. And voila. So construction wise, what do we have here? Most of this is metal. You've got your mesh top up here, but the frame is stainless steel. And then the ear cups, or the cups, if you will, are made of anodized aluminum. Pretty nice construction overall. The quality feels really good. It's got this nice like rubberized material on the headband as well. And what we'll go ahead and do is go ahead and unveil the actual cups themselves. They did a really good job packaging this. Cups, which are magnetically attached, so that's kind of a cool feature as well. So if you want to mix and match cups to colors and stuff like that, you can. But it's also going to come at a price of $69 for a different set of cups. Now these are memory foam. They feel super plush, super squishy. So I can't wait to get this on and actually try them out. Let's go ahead and we'll take this off. So on the inside, you can see a little bit of the driver on the inside, which is an Apple designed custom driver that's supposed to produce hi-fi sound, which is going to be one of the things that we're looking for today. And then as we move around, so actually there's one thing that I forgot to mention. With price, you get free engraving. I just got my initials BD put on there. I thought about doing the full BobbyDeez, but I thought this was going to be a little more exaggerated. But it's there, so that way, in case you're having an AirPods Max party and everyone's just listening to their music, just getting after it, you'll know which set of headphones or which set of Apple AirPods Maxes are yours. So anyways, we will go ahead and start talking about the digital crown, which is up here. As you can see, it is just slightly bigger, maybe about 1.5 times the size of the Apple Watch digital crown. And what this does is it's your volume adjustment, your activations for Siri, and then if you double tap, you can skip to the next track, triple tap, and you can go to the previous track. So this is kind of weird as we see so much different touch technology coming out from tech companies these days. It is weird to have like a physical volume adjustment knob. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but you know, it is there. And then as we move kind of forward, you do have your transparency mode button, which turns it on and off from your active noise cancellation as well. As you can see, there's a bunch of different slots all throughout here. There's a total of 9 microphones built into this, and 8 of those are for noise cancellation purposes. And then 3 are for picking up your voice. So that way, you know, when you're on a phone call or something like that, you can kind of hear yourself, or if you're talking in transparency mode, you can hear yourself a little bit better. So all of that kind of put together is pretty crazy. So there's a lot of technology that goes in here, which brings us to our next big piece of technology that's in here that first got unveiled for the AirPods Pro, which is spatial audio with dynamic head tracking. So what that means is as we have these on and we're turning away from watching a movie or watching a show on our phone or tablet or something like that, then it's going to make that scene feel more real as you're turning your head, as opposed to having it the same as it was when you were staring right at it. We'll put it in perspective. So if I have these on and I'm watching myself, it wouldn't work this way because YouTube's not a supported thing for it. But if I turned and listened, then it would basically only be hitting my right ear. So we're gonna see how good that technology was implemented on here as well. So anyways, with all that technology built into, like, with your active noise cancellation, your transparency mode, your spatial audio, it's all utilizing 2 chips, one in each ear cup. It's called the H1. It's Apple designed, and basically what that does is it uses computational audio. I know I'm going to spit out a bunch of big words right now, but it uses computational audio basically to adapt how this thing is fitting, how it's sealing, and then also listening to you and your outside world, making sure that you're having the best listening experience possible. Then one other thing is the claimed battery life on this. So it's rated at about 20, clicky. It's rated at about 20 hours with spatial audio and active noise cancellation turned on. And another great thing is that with just 5 minutes using this lightning cable, is that you can get an 1.5-hour charge. Again, 5 minutes for an 1.5 hours, not bad at all. All right, and before we really get into this, let's go through the last little part of this unboxing, which is in this package, because I'm really looking forward to getting these on and seeing how they sound. Of course it wouldn't open immediately. All right, there we go. Okay, so this cable right here. It's a lightning to 3.5 millimeter audio cable. So what does this do for $35? All right, so you plug it into your lightning connector, and my thought process when I purchased this was essentially when I'm making music, and we're gonna test the theory, is that this is gonna give me no latency at all going from what I'm listening to and what I'm trying to produce to the headphone, as opposed to a potential latency issue. We will see if that actually works or not. One of the benefits of this is that if you want to use these while you're traveling on a plane, is most airlines, if you're going to be traveling, you need a 3.5 millimeter jack in order to plug into the entertainment center on there, so that way you can watch your movies or shows or whatever they have on there. You're definitely going to probably want to pick one of these up. Let's not hesitate anymore. So we've got our right ear on this one, we've got our left ear on this, and now it is time. Oh, okay, so I can hear myself just a little bit. It gave me a doo-doo sound when I first put them on. Let's try out the transparency mode. Okay, so now it is turned on, and these microphones are exceptional. So I can hear myself in here pretty well. Everything sounds very crisp. All right, so now we're back in active. Now it kind of feels a little bit strange to not be in it. But I'm gonna put on some music real quick, see how these things sound, and kind of give you guys what I think. So we'll start off at a low volume. All right, so low volume, and then low volume with transparency mode on. I can still hear everything, but I am definitely louder. All right, so let's turn these up. And even with transparency mode on, we're about half volume right now. I can still hear myself a little bit, but it's 50-50 if it's a half up, so it's a good balance between the two. So let's turn back to active noise canceling. So I'm not gonna lie, I expected these things to be a lot louder. The quality of it is good. There's a good balance between everything. I usually long for a little bit more bass than most people, so it's almost too crisp, and I want more sound from it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna talk, and hopefully I don't fumble over my words. So the talking or singing portion of the music, it's good. It sounds good. The highs, super crisp, super detailed, but the lows, I just want a little bit more from it. So kind of kind of weird. All right, and so like most Bluetooth headphones nowadays, if there's any type of optical sensor in there, it realizes when you take these off, so the music is now paused. But yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of wanting more volume out of these, so it's kind of, I'm not gonna say disappointing. I don't really want to use that word for an Apple product, but it is slightly a letdown. The quality of the music is pretty good. So I've got 3 different pairs of Beats headphones. They are very much so for low frequencies. They're basically purpose built for that, and I was expecting a little bit more bass out of these. So I mean, like I said, it's kind of a letdown, but otherwise they seem pretty comfortable to wear. But what I want to do is I want to go through the rest of this and actually see if this cable does anything different. So now it's time to see if there's any type of latency between the Mac and these. So I'm just going to keep you guys on transparency mode so that way I can hear myself a little bit better. So there may be just a little bit, but we'll see once we connect. Okay, so these sound pretty good while making music, and I'm just trying to, okay, peel that off. Yeah. All right, anyways, so this is the way that this looks. Kind of like the packaging on this. So we've got our lightning cable and our 3.5 millimeter. And we'll just go ahead and do one of these, and eventually it'll come onto something like that. All right, so this is your cable. It's 1.5 meters long, so roughly about 3 feet. So what we're gonna do is come in here, plug it straight into that, and then we will plug this in, and this is where you charge it as well, down on this right side. Now let's see if there's any sound difference, any delay differences. I couldn't pick up on any delays between this and the Mac using just Bluetooth. Okay. Yeah, so listening to a few bars, there is not really any difference between the two. So that is pretty nice. One of the last things that we haven't really discussed is more of the spatial audio. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, we'll pull up a movie real quick. I'm thinking The Dark Knight is probably gonna be a good one to utilize. Okay. So movies instantly sound fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, as I turn my head, I'm getting all the sound just in this one. So I slowly turn back, it just kind of pedals back over to this one. So that is a really, really immersive feature. I like that. So we've kind of gone over pretty much anything and everything that there is for these headphones. I do wish that they were louder. And then since we are done using these for now, we'll just go ahead and put them back in our little headphone purse. Oh, look at me. I'm just kidding. But anyways, I mean, it is a nice case for them. It at least makes it a nice flat design so it's easy to store inside of a bag. I know people just don't like holding them like this, and I probably wouldn't hold them like this. I'm probably going to be slipping them into a bag and then taking them out. But overall, the volume and like how loud I can get it is kind of subpar for my expectations. The build quality, the construction, the materials that were used, everything about that and just the design, the fit, the feel is superb. Do I think it's worth $550? That's a tough question, because I'm all about big volume. I'm all about some like big bass. While this does deliver a little, so it was kind of weird. It delivered more volume on the movies than it did music, and I feel like most people are probably going to be using this for music, potentially, if they're walking down the streets, or if they're in a car or on a plane or on a train. What are we, Dr. Seuss here? Anyways, so it would have been nice to be able to, if there was like some type of override to make the music just a little bit louder. That would have been nice. And then I could definitely say that this was worth $550. The spatial audio is one thing that very much so sets it apart from anything else. The noise cancellation. So this is my personal like first for active noise cancellation, and I can say it does a very good job of it. It's supposed to be one of the best in the industries, as well as the transparency mode on it. It's supposed to be one of the best in the industry. From my personal experience, this is the best in the industry, but that's only because it's the only one that I've used both of those features on. If I was given the chance again, though, because I know I still haven't said, do I think they're worth $550? Would I buy these again? I don't want to say no, but I'm going to say if you're going to be strictly watching movies, unlike myself, I like to listen to more music than I do watch movies and shows. I think there's better headphones out there for that than this. The spatial audio is awesome on this for watching movies. So like I can kind of see myself, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I'm going on a plane ride, I'm going to download these different movies or whatever. I could see myself wanting to bring these along then at that point more than I would any of my other headphones. So I don't want to say yes that I would do it all over again, but I also don't want to say no that I wouldn't either. Just because of this seems to be kind of more focused on the viewing to sound experience more than just a listening experience. So those are my final thoughts. If that's vague in any way, I know, because it's even vague in my own mind. Like, would I do this again? I have no idea if I would. Would I recommend these? Again, if the end user is going to be watching movies, absolutely. If the end user is only looking for music, I'm probably going to direct them in some other headphone. And I hate saying that about Apple, because you guys know that I'm a huge Apple fanboy and I will promote their products to the fullest, but I don't get paid from Apple. So if you're looking for a great headphone for music experience, like, yes, this does give you nice crisp detail, but in the end, it's not giving you that volume that music lovers and music enthusiasts are going for. Yeah, like, you can consider yourself an audiophile and listen to music at a low volume, but more so than not, your audiophile or music enthusiast is going to want to hear every single detail at max volume. And with this being in its name, I'm sorry, Apple kind of fell short on the max part. I don't think this thing delivers in terms of sound performance. Clarity, yes. Performance, no. So that's going to wrap up the unboxing of the Apple AirPods Max. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you are having fun and also safe holidays right now. And this is going to be it until the start of next year. So rather than saying, I'll see you next time, I'm going to have to say, I'll see you next year. Okay, bye.